Pixel Ripped 1995 is a sequel to Pixel Ripped 1989, but don't worry, you don't need to play the first one to appreciate this one, as the actual story is pretty simplistic, and this game does begin with a small catch-up of the events that happened in the first game anyway. The evil sibling lord is back and is after the Pixel Stone. If he gets it, he will put the gaming world into chaos, so it's your mission to stop him. You play as a video game character named Dot. You embody her in the gaming world, which mainly happens during cutscene-like story moments, and then you also take control of her in the real world too, on gaming systems, by embodying a child named David who plays them. When playing as David, you control Dot on one of many screens. The scenario is a bit similar to Wreck-It Ralph, as Dot can appear in many different genres of games, such as clones of Sonic and Streets of Rage. Dot does have a pretty simplistic moveset in each game, which is reminiscent of 90s video games. She can jump, shoot, and also has a powerful shot that must be charged up first to be used. Dot's health system is also very reminiscent of 90s video games, as if she gets hit, she will lose all the pixels she has collected. If she gets hit when she hasn't collected any pixels, she will die. It's basically the same setup as Sonic losing all his rings. Although it sounds like a tough health system, it's actually pretty forgiving, as you do have plenty of time to pick up lost pixels, and Dot does have damage immunity momentarily after getting hit. Checkpoints are pretty frequent too, so if you do die, the journey back to your last position is never too long. What makes this game differ from not only being a nostalgia trip though, is the fact that David must interact with things in the real world whilst playing the games. Some levels you can get away with playing seated on a sofa, but some locations really demand that you reach around for items. Standing is the better option for consistency's sake, or you can get away with playing seated whilst on a PC swivel chair, which is what I did for my whole playthrough, because I'm lazy. In one level, if you touch certain things inside the game, it will make a loud noise and wake your mum up, so you then have to quickly turn off the TV using a remote. And in another level, you have to play 2 games at once. Collecting power-ups in one game will transfer them to the other game. All of these interactions outside the games are incredibly creative and really ground you in each location. It is this constant back and forth between the game on the TV and the location your virtual body is in, which makes it a highly immersive experience. It's one of the rare games where I actually forgot a few times that I was actually playing a VR game. It really is the game version of Inception. Some of the best moments though are at the end of each level, as a boss battle takes place. These bring elements from the gaming world into the real world, and once again demand that both Dot and David work as a team to take them down. There is 6 levels in the game, which took me about 2.5 hours to beat in total. Each of these come with an intro, main level part, and a boss battle. All of these sections can be played again whenever you want, thanks to a chapter select screen. Unfortunately though, replayability is a bit on the weak side. There are hidden areas and tough to reach spots in most of the games, but they usually only contain extra pixels to collect, or a person to talk to who has something very little to say. It just makes the hunt for secrets not really worth it overall.
Absolutely astonishing! VR is supposed to be moving the gaming world forwards, not backwards.
And that's exactly what this game is doing. You couldn't achieve the same feeling you get here a few years ago. Everywhere you look, you will see references to the 90s, whether it's right in front of you being displayed on an old TV set, or actually around the room you're in, like parodies of well-known gaming characters on posters. Some story sections also reminded me of old cartoons I used to watch, such as a bully that keeps popping up. He's nice to your parents, but horrible to you behind their back. So many elements here just remind you of things that you used to see in the past. And of course, the sound design also does wonders to take you back to a previous time. The main music of each game sounds like a lost classic. But even the sound effects bring back memories. I bet you can all guess which game this sound effect is mimicking. Unlike the first game, this game does go for a more serious tone. Although the characters you meet are cartoony, they are still grounded in reality more. You hear them talk and go about their daily lives whilst you're playing a game, and they also mentions 90s entertainment, such as Home Alone. It's even for little things, like your dad setting up a Christmas tree in the background, which helps to bring your childlike mind back. This game really is all about taking a trip back down memory lane.
They really are milking this series. When will it end?
I hope it doesn't end. I can't wait to see what future titles may include.
I can see it now. In Pixel Rip 2020, you wear a VR headset and you play Pixel Rip 1995, essentially making you buy the same game twice. Don't say I didn't warn you.
What I absolutely love about the Pixel Rip series is the fact that they absolutely nail the decade that they are set in. I was a 90s kid, so this game brought back so many memories to me, not only because of the games they are mimicking, but also because of the locations they are set in. I bet many of us when we were younger fantasized about something being outside the windows of their car, and this game brings that imagination to life. There is a lot more genres of games explored in this sequel, and to be honest, at times they don't feel as fleshed out as the original's handheld 2D game. It can create some tedious moments due to Dot's simplistic moveset, but the variety here certainly makes you press on to see the next crazy scenario. Overall, very few games can boast as much creativity as Pixel Ripped includes. It may be on the shorter side, but if you want a trip in time, no other VR game can get you feeling younger again like this series does.
I am surprised the first game wasn't called Pixel Ripped 1958.
Yeah, sure. A game based around Pong would have been very enjoyable, Mr. Oculus.
Mr. Oculus.
I hope you guys found this review helpful, and if you did, please give that thumbs up button a click. It really does help the channel out, and also subscribe to see more Quest reviews in the future.